This is crazy. The Browns have just acquired Odell Beckham Jr. in a trade from the Giants in exchange for a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and safety Jabril Peppers. If it was that fucking easy, why couldn't John Lynch go out and sign and trade for Odell Beckham Jr.? I mean, it can't be that hard. I mean, Browns gave up, they gave up a first round pick. Obviously, the Niners would have to give up a first round pick. Odell Beckham Jr. is 110% worth a first round pick. You can get, if I was the Niners, I would have gave a future first round pick or swapped first round picks. So we would have got the sixth pick, they would have got the second pick. We could give them the first pick next year, maybe a third pick this year, and then a player, Solomon Thomas. I get it. Odell Beckham Jr., he's a diva. He's in it for the money. But when the Niners are in, we were in talks with Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown wanted to be a 49er. We obviously, John Lynch, the soft ass that he is, doesn't want to trade for Antonio Brown. Fair. Odell Beckham Jr.'s out on the market. Oh, Odell Beckham Jr.'s out on the market. Well, hell, we want Odell Beckham Jr. We're highly interested in him. Nope. Browns get there first. Of course, I'm really starting to question John Lynch. If we do not get Earl Thomas in free agency, I will question John Lynch as a general manager. I mean, we have $70 million in cap money, and you can't go out and at least trade for a stud receiver. Could you imagine Odell Beckham Jr. on the 49ers? The Cleveland Browns are going to be a playoff team next year. This is Mike Garofalo tweeted it. It's crazy, but if we cannot land Earl Thomas in free agency, I will question. I'm already questioning John Lynch as a general manager. I wasn't questioning him. Last year we made moves. I mean, Quan Alexander's a stud. But he has a torn ACL, and you give the guy $54 million. $27 million of that contract was guaranteed. I'm just questioning on exactly what the hell John Lynch is thinking. Personally, to me, I would rather have John Dorsey than John Lynch. If the 49ers had John Dorsey as an NFL general manager, could you imagine the team we would have? Not only would we have Garoppolo, we would have, Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, John Dorsey is an absolutely maniac of a general manager. He is by far my favorite general manager in football because he has balls to do things like this. He has the balls to go acquire a top-notch receiver. He's always in trade talks with big-time guys. He always throws the right money at the right player for a Cleveland Brown need that they, obviously, he always signs a hell of a player for a good price, but pays them for the money that they deserve. And he's always picking up guys in spots that they need. I just don't get it. John Dorsey's the best NFL general manager there is. And he's the best general manager in football since I've ever understood football, in my opinion. Odell Beckham Jr. is a Cleveland Brown. And like I said, the Giants traded Odell. Giants are going to be absolutely ass now. I mean, they're going into full rebuild mode. So Giants just gave away their best player for a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and safety Jabril Peppers. I mean, it really wasn't that big of a deal to give away for Odell Beckham Jr., but, of course, John Lynch doesn't want to go do that, even though we need a receiver, even though, yes, it may not be our bigger need or our biggest need, but if we could have at least swapped first-round picks for him, and then maybe gave him a first round next year, I just don't know. If John Lynch does not sign Earl Thomas, or does not land Earl Thomas, I will start to question him. I mean, this is their third year. This is Lynch and Shanahan's third year of going in as being a duo in, kind of with a four franchise, the general manager and head coach. John Lynch has made all but probably two great moves, that have turned the team completely around. Obviously, signing Garoppolo. I just don't know. I'm just if I was an NFL general manager, I would be on the phone giving exactly what I would be giving New York exactly what they would have wanted for Odell Beckham Jr. in a trade. I just question John Lynch. I do. I question John Lynch, but Cleveland Brown fans, you have a hell of a team now. I mean, Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., Nick Chubb, Duke Johnson, Baker Mayfield. Your defense just got better with Oliver Vernon getting signed. Sheldon Richardson just signed. Cleveland Browns, I'm calling it right here. Cleveland Browns win the AFC North next year, 110%. Cleveland Browns will win the NFC North or the AFC North next year. But John Lynch is starting to question, or starting to get, starting to make me a little mad because if we cannot at least sign Earl Thomas at a spot that we need, probably one of the bigger spots we need, John Lynch is not doing shit. I mean, we have $70 million in cap money. You could have went out and got a. You could have went out and signed Trey Flowers. He's a pass rusher. You could have went out and signed Dante Fowler. Obviously, Dante Fowler wanted to stay with the Rams, but you could have threw more money at him to get Dante Fowler to be a 49. No. John Lynch is too cheap for him. Odell Beckham Jr. is a Cleveland Brown. Should have been a 49er. But John Lynch makes another dumbass whiff. It is what it is. But if the 49ers do not sign Earl Thomas, there's no point in even watching. I'm just going to turn off all tweet notifications for every 49er reporter there is. I'm going to delete all NFL apps. I mean, there's no point. I mean, you have a quarterback that needs help, and you can't even go get him a number one receiver. I don't get it. I don't. But John Lynch is starting to question me, and I just don't understand what exactly he's doing. But Odell Beckham Jr. is a Cleveland Brown. John Dorsey, you are a freak of a general manager. You have exactly what it takes to be the best NFL general manager there is by making moves like this. I mean, John Dorsey don't give a shit. They have money. They need help, and he's going to get them help. Unlike John Lynch, sitting in the chair in Santa Clara, not doing shit.